You guys asked for an air fryer version of the pepper boat, so here you go. Grab 2 chicken breasts and dice them up, and you want to dice up an onion. Drizzle with olive oil. I'm using Flavor Got Everything blend to season these. Just toss it around. We're going to add these to the air fryer and cook at 400 for 15 minutes. Grab your mini peppers, cut them in half, and use a spoon to clean the insides. Spread a thin layer of cream cheese in the bottom of each pepper and add in your chicken and onion mixture. Top with a tiny little bit of shredded cheese, and these are going back in the air fryer at 400 for 10 minutes. I'm just serving these up with some melted jalapeno queso, and I hope you guys enjoyed this super easy low-carb idea.
I'm officially starting a new viral feta recipe, feta 5-minute skillet broccoli. It's healthier, quicker, and totally freaking delicious. Trust me, I'm Greek. Heat some oil in your pan and get it really hot. Toss in your broccoli florets and sear them for 1 minute. Add in a mixture of water, onion, and garlic powder. Cover and lower the heat. After 2 to 3 minutes, add your crumbled feta and cover again to melt. At this point, you're definitely going to want to add some fresh lemon, dill, and pepper. Love your life.
Have you ever had cauliflower steak in the air fryer? Let's make it together. Slice your cauliflower 1/2 inch thick, spray olive oil, then add Montreal steak spice so it sticks to it. 400 for 10 minutes in your air fryer, and voila!
Don't you scroll past this one. We're making keto meataritos. 6 slices of mortadella, 6 slices of ham, then 9 slices of salami. Follow that up with provolone. Then we gotta add our deli hots and a creamy black olive mayonnaise that I'm going to show you in the next video, so stay tuned. Red onions, lettuce, tomato, you can put anything you want in the middle, make it your own. And we're just going to take the whole thing, fold it all up, and then I roll it up in parchment paper, slice it right down the middle, and this is one keto meatarito you will not forget. You won't miss the bread 1 second when you bite into this thing. Enjoy.
This is one of my favorite lunches. Start by mashing up 2 avocados. When they're all smashed, season with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Squeeze in the juice of 1 lime, and then mix in a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. Pull the meat off of a rotisserie chicken and chop up. Mix the meat with the avocado mixture. Chop up about a 1/4 cup of cilantro and mix everything together. It's a delicious, healthy, easy lunch.
Serve. These air-fried buffalo chicken fritters are super easy and so delicious. Start by chopping the meat of 1 rotisserie chicken until you get it nice and fine, and then you're going to add a 1/4 cup of Frank's Red Hot Sauce. We're going to grate our own cheese to avoid all the extra starches and add a cup of that to our bowl. Add a tablespoon of chive, some salt, pepper, 2 whisked eggs, and a cup of pork rind crumbs. Mix all that well. Portion these out, roll them up, flatten them into patties, and then I'm going to add on some buffalo seasoning. These are going to air fry at 375 for 7 minutes, flip, and then air fry 7 minutes longer. The crisp on these is so amazing, y'all. This recipe for my Deli Ranch is already up on my Instagram, and I just served them up with a drizzle of hot sauce and some green onions.
My spin on a keto BLT, let me show you. A big bed of lettuce. Add your condiments, I love mustard. Add your bacon, cheddar cheese. I'm gonna add some salami. Roll it up and give it a slice.
Hey guys, first off, thank you for 5,000 followers. Now let's make some upside down cast iron pizza. Start off by adding your meat of choice. I'm doing sausage and pepperoni. Now hit it with your veggies. I'm doing onion, mushroom, and jalapenos. Now load it up with that cheese. Then hit it with your pizza sauce. Spread your sauce out nice and even. Now lay your pizza crust on top. Rub a little olive oil on the top. Bake on 400 till golden brown. After about 40 minutes, it's nice and brown. Take it out, let it rest at least 5 minutes. Flip it over. Hell yeah. Time to dig in.
This low-carb chocolate lava mug cake is so easy and so delicious. Here's how I make it. Grab a mug and add in 2 tablespoons butter, hot coffee, monk fruit, cocoa powder, chocolate protein powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Mix that well, add in an egg, and mix again. Add 4 sugar-free chocolate squares to the center, jiggle to sink, and then microwave 1 minute. Invert and enjoy.
Let's do it. All right, we start off with another prime steak, garlic, sage, rosemary, and this time we're gonna immerse it in clarified butter. I cooked this one in a 200-degree oven for roughly an hour. And we're going to sear this off just as before, all sides, including that fat cap. You got a nice crust going, although I think my pan could have been hotter. You can slice right in, no rest needed. And you see, one of the beauties of this method is that your meat is evenly cooked throughout, coast to coast pink. We just finished this off with some flaky salt, and all that's left is to see how we did. How to turn store-bought sugar cookies into cake pops. First, take those store-bought cookies, put them in a bowl and crumble them up. Press them into a cake ball. You'll have about 1 cookie per cake ball. Put them in a pan, throw them in the freezer till frozen, and then poke a hole in each one. Put your lollipop stick into a cake ball, get it in halfway, or it's going to end up like that one. Cover the rest of the cake pop with candy melts, and then let it dry a little bit, and put some more toppings on if you want, but let it dry all the way. You can also cover it with sprinkles, or color miss food coloring, then serve and you're done.
Super easy beef bulgogi. This is one of my husband's favorite recipes even before going low carb. In a pan over medium-high heat, add some toasted sesame oil and a pound of ground beef, along with half a white onion diced. Let that all cook down till your beef is nice and brown. Drain the grease if necessary. For the spices, I'm using garlic powder, ginger, crushed red pepper, and onion salt. I don't measure them, just measure with your heart. Then I add a 1/4 cup of soy sauce or coconut aminos, along with a 1/4 cup of brown sugar replacement. I'm using Swerve. Stir that all together to combine all those flavors. I like to add a little more toasted sesame oil and let it simmer for a few minutes. Top with green onion and sesame seeds. Serve this as a lettuce wrap or over cauli rice. Enjoy!
This is one of my favorite recipes. Today we're making seafood pan roast. Start by adding butter, followed by celery, onion, a pinch of salt, garlic, sweat on medium-low, then add chicken stock, tomato sauce, rice grain, give it a mix, then simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. Then transfer to a blender, add heavy cream, basil, blend everything together and set aside. After that, add butter, followed by the Holy Trinity, season with salt and sweat until translucent. Next, add the spice blend, continue to sweat for another minute, combine the rest of the liquids, including the soup base, cook seafood, and season with salt to taste. Last but not least, plate it up and garnish with parsley. If you love pan roast, this recipe is for you.
Okay, you guys, if perfection came in the form of food, these cauliflower and beef meatballs would be it. I seriously just wanted to give them a big old hug. Yes, hug the meatballs because they were so delicious and comforting. I served them up with a side salad and some homemade beef gravy. They were super filling. I baked them in the oven at 400 for about 20 minutes and they're
in the end are my favorite, and that's it.
All right, I'm posting this again till you guys try it because it's that good and I'm really hungover and it's the only thing that I want right now. Air fried Caesar salad will change your life. Just trust me on this. Add your tomato, avocado, dates, obviously your pepper, and cheese, of course. Honestly, if this is what I'm craving when I'm hungover, you guys just have to trust me.
This is what I'm having for lunch this week. I'm not typically hungry during lunchtime, which is why it's so small. If you are, I definitely recommend doubling this recipe. First, you're gonna wash and trim your lettuce. Then you're gonna cook your bacon. I did low sodium and 10 slices of it. Everyone is gonna be different, but this is what I did. I put the lettuce on parchment paper and weighed the lettuce out to 50 grams. Then 110 grams of lunch meat. I did turkey, 17 grams of bacon. The nutrition label said to weigh it when it was cooked. 25 grams of avocado, and then you're gonna wrap it up into that parchment paper. I'm not going to cut it in half until I'm ready to eat it, just so it stays fresh for longer.
The kids are going back to school, so let's make some healthy veggie roll-ups. I showed this hack right here in my video yesterday if you want to check it out with zucchini. Cut their favorite cheese, some ham and turkey, lay down a second sheet of that veggie pasta, and roll it on up like sushi. These are so delicious. You can do a squirt of mustard or ranch on the inside, so good.